My name is Aymeric Chuzeville. I'm the political counselor at the French Embassy. Basically, my job is to get the best understanding possible of the political landscape in the United States, the political dynamics within parties in DC, and to explain that in the clearest way as possible to my home government, to the French government. So basically, I have the opportunity to deal with a lot of different issues. Issues will be for the elections, when there are elections, presidential or midterm elections, but also dynamics within the parties, where they are each going, but also any policy issues like immigration reform, gun control or budget, where we need a kind of political understanding of what's going on this particular policy and decision-making process. So the political landscape in the US, what's very surprising, especially from a French perspective, is how, I would say, and especially given the 24-hour media coverage, how fast and how quickly all the debate on any issues the administration wants to bring to the debate to Congress is changing rapidly. Something that really surprised me is the election cycle in the US. In France we have election cycle that range between 5 and 6 years, and here congressmen are elected for 2 years, president for 4 years, and what really surprised me is that as soon as they get elected, they start to think about their re-election in 2 years ahead, and this is the same also at the state level and local level, and this is a very different feature you have to take in mind where you're thinking and dealing with American politics vis-a-vis, I would say, the French or European type of politics. There's always something that come back when we think about differences between the French system and the American political system. American political system works with checks and balances, as we know, but what's more important is that it works with compromise, which means the president being elected, if he has a full majority, it's probably easier for him, but whenever he doesn't have a majority in the Senate or in the House, you need compromise to pass bills. This is something that makes the American system kind of different in the French system. The French system, the executive power and the French president has much more, I would say, power in the sense that if he has a full majority, and usually it's the case because parliamentary elections run right after presidential election, usually he has a full majority, so he can, pass and promote laws much I would say easily than the American president, even though the French president also has to debate and to discuss and to get the best majority he can, especially with the opposition on different bills. So I would say this is the main kind of difference, is the need for compromise, otherwise the American system doesn't work. And for the French system, a kind of much more power within the executive branch, especially on, even on some issues that in the American system, you don't have this kind of dynamics. The second thing I will mention is the role of the national state or federal state for the US. The role of the federal state and the public opinion about the federal state in the US is much more different than the public opinion in France or in Europe vis-a-vis the political, the role of the national government.